Hi guys. All right, let's give you the answer to today's question. Why must you empty your cup? So I'm going to give you another no mind analogy and explain it again. How your reality is made in ones and zeros. This is the one. This is your 3D. As you can see, the cup is full. Ice water and everything, but it's full. Okay? It's full. Now, here you have an empty cup. These are your zeros in your reality. So, whenever you're inside your reality, you're inside the full cup. You're inside everything that you know is real. Okay? Your box is made of this. And surrounding you is the empty space, the zero. Alright? Now, it is not that this is empty. I know it seems that way, but it's not. Your brain, however, while you're in the 3D, translate this empty space as a zero or as a blank or as a vortex or as an absolute zero because you can't fit all of it into your temporary moment, your temporary one moment. You can't fit it. Okay? So empty space is not empty. It contains the entire universe. The all and now one moment that is everything at once. So 6,000 years in the future, 600 years ago, 5 million years from now, 5 billion years today, whatever. It's all in here. In this vast everything. It's in here. It just looks like it's empty. So whenever you want to quantum leap, you must create a virtual vacuum. You must empty your cup. You must empty your cup. Why? Because nature abhors a vacuum. It's automatically just going to fill up with everything already. So by creating a vacuum, you are able to receive. If you do not create this vacuum, how much more fits in here? How much more fits in here? The cup overflows. Absolutely nothing else can fit in here without making a certifiable mess. So you must learn to create your vacuums in order for your cup to be filled, in order to move beyond the matrix of ones and zeros. You must empty your cup on purpose. You must declare, I don't know, and that's a great thing. You must say, I don't know, but since there's an aspect of my brain that has everything, knows everything, and does everything, and all I need to do is get out of the way. So let me make sure that my cup is empty so that it can be filled. And as such, you will enter a new reality where everything is already full. But you want to take advantage of the fact that your cup is empty. You must empty your cup. You must create a void. Because nothing is empty at all, and it gets filled immediately. But the pearl of great price is about emptying out how, what, when, and where, getting out of your own way in order for the cup to be filled. The matrix is easy. It's made of ones and zeros, and when you can program your way around the little ones and zeros, you're going to be just fine. But in this analogy, the more you dwell on how, what, when, and where, and what if this and what if that, instead of listening to me and just dropping it, the more you remain in what you know, and the reality will not change. And it can't even change because it's too full of what it knows. And because of that, you are limiting what can go in. You are limiting it. There's no room in here. Look, it's barely any room. If I could, it's just empty enough to put the top on it so I can exist within the little box. So if I don't create this void, if I don't work with the law, it can't be filled. If I don't enjoy not knowing, the universe that knows everything and that has access to everything can't fill it for you. You see the difference? So you must empty your cup. You must practice emptying yourself of what you think you know. You must get out of the habit of telling God what to do. Your God, subconscious mind, I don't care what you call it. Look, I call it God because I have a fantastic relationship with my spirit and I know it's God, so I call it God. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it no mind if it makes you feel better. Be my guest. Okay? I don't care what you call me. The spirit in here, the no mind, the subconscious, the feminine aspect of your brain that contains everything. And I'm going to send you one more reminder. I'm going to give you one more reminder, okay? What you don't want, your subconscious files it away and puts it in the basement. So the basement is your subconscious. So this gets filed away. In 3D, you exist in the middle of your subconscious. This is the absolute basement of our existence. So by not wanting something, it literally gets delegated immediately to the basement. And where are you? In the basement. So if you go, don't listen. You are the reason you don't have whatever you want. I'm going to tell you 5 million times. I'm going to tell you 6 million times. I'm going to tell you 8 million times. Stop desiring. God's ideas are complete. The desire was given before you even asked. All you had to do was complete the circuit, register. Oh, thank you. I got that. I absolutely receive it. I don't care how. I don't know how. I have no idea how. I'm going to celebrate the fact that I don't know so that the universe can do the thinking for me. And there I will be pleasantly surprised by how effective no mind brings me what I want as quickly as I want it. So those of you who keep asking me, but Cindy, how do I turn off my mind? You better start meditating. You better let it fucking go. And you better hear me when I say that the effort is in letting go so that you can experience it. Like Martina, who just tuned in right now. God bless her. We had this discussion. She said, I decided I'm going to work for myself. I no longer want my job, or any job for that matter. Okay? She's decided that instantly, very next day, or not even a day, within like just a little bit because she was on her way to bed, she gets an email from a person that she didn't even apply for a remote position in her ideal place. Okay? Automatically, instant. Showed up without effort. Okay? Y'all have to listen. Y'all have to really apply it. You got to make a concerted effort to stop wanting and realize that desires are of the Father, which means in truly letting them go because you know you have them. You're not letting them go because you've given up. Although if you do, that's great because they'll be filed away in your basement and you exist in the basement. In order for you to have a physical experience, you exist in 3D, where your subconscious is the only thing on display. As far as the eye can see, that is all you will ever see is your subconscious on display. In fact, that's the best part of our existence. And when you know yourself, the way that I know myself, where I've appreciated every second, every moment of my life, I recognize how my memories are made into people, places, and things. And as such, I enjoy the hell out of my existence. I'm no longer sad. I'm no longer anything. I'm just like, I'm having a good time. And my frustration comes from the fact that y'all can't see the most obvious things. Like, what? How can you not know yourself this way? How can you not love yourself this way? Because it's the answer to everything. Loving yourself eliminates all problems. Loving yourself eliminates all desires, because you understood they're already given. Loving yourself allows you to look at a third party and say, thank you for showing up. Didn't realize I wasn't living from the state. Let me get back in the state. Let me eliminate that third party in 2 seconds. Loving yourself, when somebody wealthy were to show up in your narrative and you don't feel wealthy, but they show up, you say, thank you for showing up as what I didn't know I was. I pushed you out. I didn't realize I wasn't in the state. I take you in as part of myself. I totally see this. And now your wealth is my wealth, because I'm going to live from that state now. Universe is infinitely you. And to the degree that you can see that, you can have it. But deny it by envying. Deny it by continuing to want. Deny it by not knowing your true existence. You limit what you experience. That power is yours. That power is yours. All your repressed fears, oh yeah, they're existing. You better identify them, use them as the source of your wisdom, and drop them like a hot potato, because you were warned. Fear is just as creative as faith. You're just using the law in reverse and investing your energy in the wrong direction, in the very same direction God said, do not fear. God said, do not. Finger in your face and all with his little words right there. It says, listen, if you fear, I will bring all of the calamities, all of the curses you can ever imagine. I will make them real for you. That's not a punishment. That's not an angry God. That's a listen, I'm going to give you whatever you ask for. But just remember that the law works both forward and reverse. And as long as you're afraid, I will bring you that. So try not to do that, please, because this is how that works. That's how it works. That's how easy it is. So please remember to empty your cup. Let the universe fill it. God can't be divided. There are no voids in the universe. So by physically creating one, you make room for something to be filled. You enter a new experience. You can quantum leap from reality to reality, from reality to reality, if you can let go and empty your cup. You will quantum leap every single time. If you can get out of your own way, if you can start enjoying and trusting in that, you can have it. You can literally have it. But you're going to have to learn to let go of your fear. Love in no way is fear. So if you want a healthy relationship, fear must go out the window. How do you have a healthy relationship? Well, since you know that it's you, you're going to be very respectful and mindful of every person that shows up to show you how you are being. The least invested person gets the most attention. This is law. And the truth is, you are not and should not be invested until you recognize yourself and your love in the mirror. Until then, you're not invested. Our job as women or as feminine energy is to appreciate, not chase. We can let them know we're interested. Absolutely, we can let them know we're interested. I sure as hell am not going to do their job for them, though. That's bad business. Is it smart business to own a business and know that the work has to get done and have all your employees know that you know that, and so then your employees stop working because you're going to pay them anyway? Is that smart business? So it's not smart business in love either. The order of operations has never, ever changed. God gave you the formula. God said, you first. In other words, know what you love, know what you like, know who you are, appreciate everything about yourself, honor your father and mother. Yeah, that's a tough one, especially because some of us grew up in some pretty shady things. And yet, it is in honoring what they did for you and the sacrifices they made while they were on autopilot and unconscious, so that you know what you came to fix and where to leave off, because these are the unconscious waters that your ego is going to use to trigger you. And believe me, it's not pretty. Your worst nightmares? Oh yeah, ego's going to trigger you with those. So either you make peace with yourself and love yourself so whole that your ego is without ammunition, and that you take your time, and then you see how their energy shows up, how consistent they are with you, how loving they are with you. When that happens, you can match and reciprocate. It is not a narcissistic thing to not be attached. It's smart business. I do not jump into pools without making sure that there's water in it. Okay? A lot of you do that in relationships. It baffles the fuck out of me. I'm like, what in the hell? How did you just jump into that pool? There's no water in there. You could have broken your neck. Meaning, the water in this case is the emotional match to how you feel about yourself. And if someone does you the extreme favor of showing up as not interested in you and showing up as treating you badly, that simply tells you that you need to fill your emotional cup first. You need to be kinder to yourself, and you need to not choose that. But you need to appreciate that messenger for showing you how you are to yourself. And now you know what work to do. Not avoid it, not bypass it, not affirm like a lunatic parrot. I will never tell you to do that. I'm all for the decree, not an affirmation. The affirmation's lunatic parrot? No. No. Because a lunatic parrot, lunatico, okay? Lunatic parrot, the reason it is so insane is because it is proof that you do not believe where you're at, and you're sitting here working from a state of lack in reverse. Now, the way that God works is real simple. Desire comes in. Turn around. Be thankful for it. Don't worry about how the hell it comes to you. Just be thankful for it and know that it is done, because God's ideas are whole, and from the minute your heart picked up on it, you could have it. It's the way of the heart. So you use your heart, which is your seeing eye dog, as proof that you already have it. You turn around and you get open to receiving. That's how you get it. Okay? Or you can go about it the 3D way, but I'm trying to show you the 5D way, where you've always had it and all you have to do is turn around. The 3D way is the insane way in which you're tricked by your eyes to seeking outside of you, because your eyes work like little mirrors. So your eyes work like little mirrors, and they are showing you the reflected things that are behind you, but because you're looking in front of you, you are fooled into thinking that that object is outside. So you convince yourself, here's the insanity of duality, you convince yourself that you don't have it so you can obtain it. And as such, you start affirming like a lunatic parrot. Or you do whatever, the SATs, all this other stuff, all that mental thinking. It's so unnecessary. So unnecessary. I mean, you can, if you want to, if it makes you feel better, just limit that effort, because the more you struggle, that is proof that you don't believe where you're coming from. You don't believe that you have it, so you're working against yourself inside your own mental construct. When all you had to do was say, okay, It's mine. I got it. I don't know how it works. I don't care how it works. I just know that from the second I register it, all I had to do was get coherent in my heart and let it go. And by letting it go, the detachment, the lack of importance is what drops it down into your 3D experience. It runs on autopilot and it happens automatically. The best part, you're pleasantly surprised by how it showed up, how quickly it showed up, and in ways that you would have never thought of in your own, which is why I tell you, you gotta empty your cup, because if you have a full cup, God cannot fill it because you're telling God how. You're telling your no mind how. Well, what if your no mind has a much more efficient way than the way that you think it should happen? Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Start using this. Empty your cup. Use no mind. No mind is effortless. No mind will pleasantly surprise you. And no mind has infinite possibilities. 0 point creation. 0 point creation. So for me, if I were to give an example of this, I would simply say, okay, I register a desire. I would take a few minutes and get right with my heart-brain coherence. Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on. Oh, no. My phone's about to die. All right. I would get right with my heart-brain coherence, and I would simply thank the divine for already giving me what I want. End of story. I'm done. I drop it. I don't think about it anymore. I cannot think about it because in thinking about it, I am dwelling on the fact that I don't have it, which is what I am creating, space and time dividing me from my desire. Counterintuitive is the exact opposite of what I'm telling you to do. Drop it. You don't want it anymore. Why don't you want it anymore? Well, if I placed an order in Amazon for something and I know it's coming, am I going to order 2 and 3 more of them? Or am I satisfied with the fact that I already have it coming? You got to live in the end like that. So, if anything, spend a few minutes giving thanks for what you're desiring is already being complete and be done. Go do something. Go enjoy your life. Go be present. Go relax in the fact that you are here for the sake of experiencing. Go be like a child and go do it. Go have fun. And when you least expect it, in the way that you're most pleasantly going to be surprised, you will get it. I promise. I promise. But make it easy. Make it easy. Empty your cup. Trust me on that one. Empty your cup. All right, you guys, my phone is dying, so I gotta go. I love you.